Hello YouTube! Today I am back in my redstone testing world where I make a bunch of amazing redstone contraptions. Either made just by me or I just, like that one over there is by Mumbo, that one over there I don't know who that's made by. I can't remember who started that, but that's basically the most popular automatic chicken farm. Uh, but yeah, bunch of random stuff in his world. Either made by me or other people. Again, I just wanted to say that again because why not? But today, we are looking at this contraption that you see right behind me. So, let's get a closer look at it. And that is the wrong button. Accidentally clicked F3 instead of F5. So here we got a trick or treat system. Now, I do know, yes, I am late for Halloween. I am sorry, but I didn't think about this until after Halloween. So, yeah. You can use it next Halloween, I guess. Or just use it now just to trick your friends. Just don't, I guess, don't call it a trick or treat system. Just call it something else. Like, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, let's get into this. And what you want to do is you want to basically challenge your friends to stand on this block right here, like inside this gap, and then click the button. And either they're going to get a trick or a treat. So let's see what I get. Ooh, I got a treat. I got some redstone. Pretty cool. Let's see if I can get it again. Ooh. Ooh, this is pretty cool. Oh, no! And as you see, I got tricked there. Now, you can have this fall into whatever you want. I just have it falling down where I can just quickly get back up right here. But you could have that fall into, like, a death trap, or, like, have it where they get into cobwebs before they get to the bottom. So, like, it's just annoyingly slow for them to get down. But for just demonstrative purposes, I just have it as a hole that you can easily just climb back out of. So here's the redstone for the entire system. Nothing much. Honestly, the only really complex part I would say is right here. This is just a simple redstone output going out into the dispenser there. This is probably the more complex side. But how this works is it uses basically a randomizing system where there's a non-stackable item and then a stackable item. And then these comparators will send a different sized output depending on what item is put through. So, if the stackable item's put through, it'll send a redstone signal of 3. It'll send it, and that'll go through this repeater into this block, activating the dispenser, which is right above it. And then also, if the non-stackable item goes through, it'll send that 3 signal, powering this piston, moving this block out of the way before this repeater could send its signal. But if the non-stackable item goes through, it'll only send a redstone signal of 1, not reaching this repeater, and not reaching this redstone to push that piston, so that this repeater just goes through the block, activates this redstone, which deactivates this torch, which pulls back the piston right there. Nothing too complex, and then of course the hopper just brings the item right back into the dropper instantly. So, yeah. Pretty cool. I'll demonstrate it again. Let's see what I get. Okay. I got a treat. Will I get tricked? Yep. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm not that lucky. But yeah, basically you can set the odds to be like an anything out of 9 max. So like if I wanted a 5 out of 9 chance, I could put 5 non-stackable items and then 4 stackable items. But make sure when you do put them in that they are different blocks. Like if you just put in all dirt, it will not count as a new one. So you got to make sure you put in different blocks. So like just put like dirt, stone, cobblestone, and whatever other block you don't really care too much about. But yeah, so I guess I'll show you how to build this real quick. So yeah, I'll be back with everything you're gonna need and the tutorial. Okay, what you're gonna need for this build is a ton of blocks of your choice, 2 redstone repeaters, 9 redstone dust, 2 redstone comparators, 2 droppers, a hopper, 2 sticky pistons, a redstone torch, and a button. So, before you start building the redstone, dig out a 5 by 7 block area that is 3 blocks deep. This way you'll have the entire contraption ground level by the time you're done. Now, what we're going to want to start it with is a dropper facing this direction with a hopper right there, going into the dropper. Then you're going to want to take 2 redstone comparators out from that, and you're going to want to hook up this one to redstone, and do this on a 4-tick repeater. For some reason, when I do this on 1 tick, for some reason the other dropper that you're going to connect this into just decides not to work. And I don't know why. So 4 ticks seems to make it work constantly for me, but sometimes that happens, which is really weird, and I don't really understand it much. So then you're going to want to have this going into a block, which has your other dropper going up, and then here's where you're going to want to put the treats, or whatever they get if they are lucky. And that's basically this side done. So now I want to work onto this side, and place redstone going like this, that one going down like that. That's going to be powering this sticky piston, pushing this block, and then you're going to want to put a repeater here on 1 tick, and then you're going to want to put redstone here, a block, and then a torch right there. On the side of this torch, this is going to be the pitfall, and here's the block they are going to be standing on when they click the button. So now you want to shift click and put a block right there, put a piece of redstone on that, put your block here, and then you're going to want to put a block right here, and this is basically where your button's going to be. So now, if we kind of just cover this up like so, we basically got our system ready here, but what we're also going to want to do is make sure that this dropper does drop the items upwards, so just surround it like this, and then place blocks like that, and you should have it constantly come up. So now, oh wait, I almost forgot something. So you're also going to need a non-stackable item and any stackable item. So a wooden shovel is probably the cheapest stackable item you can get, and then just anything else. So like, I don't know, let's get a piece of dirt. And then you're going to want to just put those in. And this is, again, your odds. So the more wooden shovels you have, the more chances you have of a treat, and then the more non-stackable items you put in, the more chances you have of a trick. So you can do whatever you want, just make sure the non-stackable item is a different one for each one. Because if you put 2 dirt, it's not going to change anything. It'll be exactly like you have 1 dirt. So now let's just cover this all up. And like this. And we're done. Here's your grave system. Of course, you're going to want to make it look more like a grave like I have here. This one's more stone-like. You can kind of decorate it. You can make it look however you want here. So I don't know. Let's replace it with stone real quick. Oh, wait. Where'd my stone go? Thought I put it in. Let's replace that with stone. I guess we'll replace that with stone too. And then we can put the button back. And where are some stairs? Did I pass them? They're probably in here, actually. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's swap it out with that. I don't know. I'm trying to make something that looks like a grave, and it's not really working out well. But, you get the general idea. Let's see. Kind of curious what it would look like in the end. Sort of looks like a grave. I'll just go with this. This looks better. And then you can like put like a name here, so like I don't know, let's get a sign. And then we'll call it the trick or treat grave. There we go. So now you can challenge your friends here, but also you do gotta set up the pitfall trap, and this is where you would do it. And you can do whatever you want, so like, let's just, for this instance, let's just get lava, because everyone loves lava. and just put it down, and then whenever they die, they'll just fall here. So let's just make sure to cover up anywhere else so we guarantee they're falling into that pit trap. And put some stone there. And now if we get that, as you see, they'll fall down there. And right here is where your dropper is going to be, so you could put in, I don't know, let's leave one behind for me. We can put in a bunch of iron blocks right there. So now you can get a big iron block as a treat. And I seem to be really lucky, which is pretty cool. Oh, I would have died there, assuming I was in both survival mode and standing there. So, yeah. Now, you could probably make a system where, like using this idea, you could probably make it where they got to go into a room, which is just like a big area, and then you can set like up a much bigger trap door. I just have it connected here, but like whatever this redstone output is, you can connect this to something else, and then you can make like a bigger trapdoor if you want. And then, of course, the dropper can kind of be moved anywhere. So, yeah. I think that's everything there is. Just trying to think. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything. No, that seems pretty good. But, I do want to say some ideas that you could have for the trick. Like, you could have it where I think this is a really neat idea. You could have it where they fall somewhere where they die, and then have a hopper there that'll collect their items, and then you can have that hopper that bring the items back up to this dropper, and have it where that the treat will be the items of the people that had got tricked from this. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Like, that might be a little difficult to make, but I think it'd be a cool idea. That way, like, any time they come here, it'll usually always be filled because people will get tricked. And it'll make some neat items you can get. Like, you'll never know what you could get from it. I don't know. But if you want to do that, you can, but I'm not, because that's a lot of work. But, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video, and leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos when they come out. Because I kind of don't really have a schedule, so subscribing is probably the best way to actually see my videos when they come out. So yeah, because I just post whenever I feel like making a video. But I do plan to continue making videos, so yeah. So hope you enjoyed, and bye!